Evening, everyone, and welcome back to the workshop. My workshop, back from Scotland, but that was definitely an exciting live last week up in Scotland. Covering tonight for Wayne, who's celebrating his wedding anniversary with his good lady wife. So no Saturday night mint, but we are going to have a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh, and a fun wood turning project. Let's bring in the earworms. You've probably seen the title. We're going retro. So we've got one not so retro earworm and one definitely retro earworm. So we got.
Talking about you. It's talking about you, George. Definitely talking about you.
Yeah, I'm definitely the one, you know.
So we've got George at Teabag Removals and Dale from Fat Boys Whim at Maple Tree Studios. So they're going to be looking after you in the chat. What are we doing tonight? Those of us that are old enough will remember back in the late 70s, early 80s, used to get the sunflowers that had like the big smiley faces and the sunglasses and they wobbled. We're going to make one of them out of wood tonight. It's not going to wobble because I haven't got a spring. I thought I did have, but it'll be on a dowel. But the main idea about tonight is to have a laugh, have a joke, and we'll do something silly. So on the lathe, my camera's a switch around. Don't know why they've done that. On the lathe, we're going to make the pot out of a piece of tulip wood. Now this was a bargain, this bit. I got 4 foot length for £1. Tulip wood's a bit soft, but it does have some nice colouring, but we are going to spray this, but it was close to hand. I'm going to start doing the pot, and the boys can let you know who's in and what we're doing and stuff like that.
God, I remember how to do this now.
Yeah, nor do I.
Right. All right. Okay. Let's try this. We have a lovely Barry Chitty. They have a lovely Doug Miller. They have a lovely John N. They have a lovely Paul Hewson. They have a lovely Tickle Turnings. We have some bloke called the Bluelight Turner with the wonderfully lovely Toon Pesh Crafts and Wood Turning by Barry. Good evening.
Evening all.
Evening, everyone.
How you doing?
Enjoying a Tetley. Oh, I'm sorry. Jonathan is enjoying a Tetley tea. That's no. Yorkshire tea is where it's at, though. Unfortunately.
Ah, Weebell. That's who Tickle Turnings is. I was like, it's a new name. It's Weebell. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Now it's semi sort of round and not rectangle. We can get the tool rest in a bit closer. How are we all?
They're not listening to you. 23 people in and not one of them responded to you. That's shocking.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. Well, I'm in my workshop. I'm having fun, so, you know.
Yeah.
I'm in mine. I mean, what the heck?
I know. It's got to be strange having a workshop, Dale, after 18 months.
I mean, it's just perverse, really, isn't it? And not having a workshop for 18 months. You know, I mean, there should probably be some sort of, you know, some sort of special treatment you can get for it. What do we have? John N says he's doing wonderful.
Yeah, you said he was in when he said he's drinking Tetley tea, and I said got to try Yorkshire. Where he's in Canada. Don't really know about Yorkshire tea, but that's where I got Teabag Removals from. To be fair,
Teabag Removals.
Moving Dale up to Scotland.
John N is the only other person that has a Bluelight Turner cup. There's only 2 in existence. I've got one. John's got one.
Very nice.
We might have to send him some Yorkshire tea to go in it.
Oh, 100%.
There we go. So that's round. I'm going to get that tool resting a little bit closer. So the blank's probably a little bit longer than what I need. But everything today has been a bit of a rush. We had a family meal this evening. We should have been back from earlier, hence why we're a bit late starting. So I'm going to put a rim on the top.
Doug Miller says he's hand buffing his 750 giveaway piece.
Oh, congratulations.
Toonfish is asking, where did you eat? I say, where did you eat? Where did we eat?
Where did we eat?
Some place in
Some-
Brighton.
Yeah, some awful carver in Brighton I wouldn't recommend. The meat was alright, but everything else was... Yeah.
I'm saying nothing.
And the bottomless ice cream, well...
By the sound of it was cold.
It was a bit grim.
Was it?
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting a tenon on the bottom here. But we're not going to cut it off yet. We're going to do a lot of the shaping with it as it is. So I've just removed a lot of the excess there to give me space to get in. And for those of you who have turned tulip wood, it is a soft wood, but you'll know that it's quite forgiving with a bit of sandpaper. So if you do make a mistake or a little tool mark in it, it will take it out. Right, let's get the tool that everyone hates.
You're going to use a skew, aren't you?
Yeah. I love my skew.
How much does he love his skew, George? Does he take it to bed with him?
I haven't seen it yet, but I don't. Nothing's out.
I do like that. Hasn't seen it yet.
I've got to outside it yet.
Hang on. You're talking about me taking my skew to bed. You walk your scroll saw, mate.
Yeah. Needed it out in the air. Been cooked up for 18 months.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Wayne the Woodturner's in. Congratulations to him and his good lady.
Yeah.
For many, many years together.
I hope you spoiled her, Wayne.
Young Roy's the boys in. Dory 60s put in an appearance, so is Martin Brees.
Cool. Do you think Wayne brought Jane another helicopter?
I'm saying nothing. I'm under the impression, though, that Jane loves her husband tremendously because she made sure he got him some Nico whiskey. Could be she likes a bottle, though. Rumor has it. Yeah. Maybe a lamp in its future. Nice. Maybe a lamp in its future. I'm saying nothing. Right.
Yeah.
You have 23 lovely people watching. 24 lovely people watching right now.
Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. I know that Zach's on, so people will be over watching him. Yeah, there we go. A simple pot shape. As I said, tonight's more about having fun and a silly, fun woodturning project at the same time.
Wales saying that it was Roku, Dale.
Ah, my apologies.
It was
got
what?
Long gin. Roku or Roku. I'm not
100%
sure how to do.
It's all good. I know what you're talking about. It's very nice.
Good thing you do.
All right. I'm just sorting out the extractor. Because as I always do, I filled it up before turning it on.
Well, that was smart? Not at all, but I couldn't think of the word.
I'll learn one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days you'll learn. You won't walk into the house covered in sawdust.
Unlikely. It's unlikely. You know that, right?
Oh, no, yeah, very unlikely. But we can live in hope. Bailey Woodworks is saying hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Bailey.
That's one of the downsides of being married to a woodturner, you know?
Sawdust everywhere.
Poke up with it. Right, let's just take that 10 and a little bit smaller. And then we can part it off and turn it around. Let's get my new saw out. Oh, say new. I bought it at Maker Central and then misplaced it.
Misplaced it, honestly. I would never do such a thing.
You had it, didn't you? Just fess up. Just fess up now.
Nah, I wish I did. That would have been a good laugh.
Look at that.
That okay, no, that is a. Is that like what? I'm trying to. It's like
Japanese
the butcher's knife equivalent, yeah.
I've been looking at it all weekend on the Taylor's Murfield stand and had to buy it at the end of the weekend. John's in. Hiya, John. So who's bought their tickets already for Makers next year?
Don't think anyone has. Have you?
No, because I possibly might be demonstrating already. It was only announced yesterday and been speaking to someone today.
Cool.
Roy's saying not yet. That's the only mention of it so far.
So we'll swap tool rests. Now we're not going to hollow all this pot out. I want somewhere for the stick to sit in. It's more of a decorative feature than it is a pot as such. If I change camera, you'll be able to see what I'm doing, hopefully. Yep.
Jiggy's saying I haven't bought them yet, but I'm definitely going to be going.
Hotel room's booked, but not booked the ticket yet. If you haven't done your hotels, I would definitely recommend looking at it. The Premier Inn for 3 nights is, including breakfast, is just shy of 400 quid. So we all know what they do when they know there's a big show on.
I mean, yeah, either raise your prices and get more money, or lower your price and get more people. Either way, more money.
Rosa Boy says, are you doing Bill and Ben as well?
Well, there's an idea.
That is something to do.
I could have done Bill and Ben. Maybe not tonight, but you know, we don't know what the future holds. What was it that Woodturner called me the other day, George?
What? Not just a bowl turner?
Oh, not just the not
Get,
just the bowl man or something.
Oh yeah, not just the bowl man. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wrong guy. Next time, I'll get her right.
Joe took Charlie for a walk and bumped into a Woodturner that's been watching me. All right. Let's give that a quick sand.
Toonfish is saying that you could scroll your Bill and Ben's face. And that'd be cool.
Wow. Now there's an idea.
Like to kind of finish it off, have the sunflower,
or
and then make like Bill and Ben.
Use the Dremel, carve it.
Carve it, or I could use the the cricket, and put it on in vinyl.
And Roy says, Scott, I'm surprised you knew what I was talking about.
I know, Bill and Ben. Bit before me. Well, actually, they rebrought it out, didn't they? The BBC did some dodgy kids adaptation of it.
About to say, yeah, I know Bill and Ben, and that's really saying something.
Weed!
Probably because of that.
I mean, yeah, probably because of dodgy remake. They're doing dodgy remakes of all the shows I grew up with as well.
I mean, that's when you know you're getting old, man.
Yeah.
Hey, how long till they remake Mr. Tumble?
Oh, nah. Can't do that.
Someone will. You know it's inevitable, right?
Yeah, no, it is inevitable. It is inevitable. It's an easy cash grab.
I mean, he's a good egg. He's a good egg, is Mr. Tumble. I mean, even if he does make you wait every 2 seconds. Right.
Right. So let's go retro. What colour should we go with the flower pot?
I don't know. Why don't you do it in Joe Sonia's just to be mental?
No, I'm gonna do it with spray paint, man. Let's go.
It's like you're covering for Wayne and you're not going to use Joe Sonia's. Something perverse about that.
No, but I have got the airbrush out. That's gonna. Let's go blue. Bluelight Turner.
Oh, dear. George, have a word. It's your dad. You know what I mean?
It is Cobra Blue.
It's high pressure as well, which means it can go everywhere.
Yep. Hence why.
Oh no.
Here we go.
I am not expecting. Okay, it's going all right.
Yeah, it's going everywhere. Look at it.
Yeah, it's going everywhere.
It's going everywhere.
He spray painted the camera. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to tell people he put nail varnish on. It's all over his hands. You know.
No, that's the orange dye.
He's got a bit of explaining to do to you.
Not that micro powder.
Yeah.
No. I was loading the airbrush up with spirit stones. Now it looks like I'm a 40-a-day rolly spoker. Right.
Royce the boy says we'd never had a blues pot. Donna Love Angel's in. She says hello Dale, hello Scott, hello Jamie.
Hello Donna.
Jamie's not here.
It's not
young
Jamie.
George. It's young George. Scott's lad.
It's the mini me.
Oh, he's not. He's definitely not. He's definitely not mini you. He's got more hair, man. I mean, there's no question.
You're more than welcome to borrow some. You know, make some sort of toupee.
All right.
I mean,
let's
that's
pop that over there for a minute.
Lad's giving you grief there. He's saying you're a slapper, not a slapper, slaphead. My bad. Sorry.
Okay. So the leaf, I used a scroll saw earlier on, and we've done that. Now I've never done what I'm about to do live on camera. I've done two two petals on a flower, but I've never done anything with so many. But what I want to do is try and make it like a bowl type. Yeah.
I'm going to drill a hole through this wall.
So let's see. As you can see, this truck needs cleaning. I am going to be doing a video.
When are you getting the bits for the bride of Chuck?
The what, Chuck?
Here's the thing. Can you get a little wedding dress kind of thing and put it on the Chuck key? That way you can have a bride of Chuck key.
No, there will be a video coming up of repairing one of these Charnwood Viper Freeze. They now do the spare parts, so if any of the gearings go, rather than a new Chuck, you can rebuild your Chuck.
How far do you think you could chuck that Chuck if that Chuck didn't have the spare parts so you could repair that Chuck?
I don't know, mate. So, because there's going to be a lot of air there, I am going to increase the speed.
Depends when those meat sweats wear off, Scott, before you worry about how much air there's going to be there.
Let's swap the camera.
You have 27 lovely souls watching you tonight, young man.
Is that it? No, 26 Dale, then you know.
No.
Or is that like 26 and then me?
Yeah, it's definitely 27 souls going to YouTube. And if you're watching them, you count. If you count too.
Do we all count?
Every single human being.
So this is this bit of wood, I should have said, is a piece of elm. I didn't choose elm for any particular reason, other than this bit was full of worm.
Ear or otherwise.
So I'm hoping that by cutting a load out with the scroll saw earlier on when I cut the petals, see how we're doing. There's loads of worm in that, but do we care? No.
Roy's saying that it's chopped worm now, and I've definitely got to agree.
It's what now?
Chopped worm, maybe a bit blended, you know,
blended
bit
worm.
smushed.
It's definitely dead, but it's just all the damage and the lines they leave behind. We're getting rid of some of it. Let's go from a smaller bowl gouge just for a finishing cut on the back. Bit more speed. Now this is definitely not something to sand by hand. There's too many bits in there. You risk catching yourself. You risk causing yourself a serious injury. So don't do it.
How many fingers do you still have?
All of them.
Oh.
How many fingers have you almost lost?
Ah, lads on to you.
Wait, look, that bit of half a thumb missing is, that's important.
Beyond the point. That's beyond the point.
Okay, so we are going to power sand this with a drill, and I don't want to knacker my new drill, so we're going to get out the fake drill.
Your camera's glitching. Something
your
criminal.
glitching.
Oh,
this is. You might want to change to.
It's like any minute now we're expecting General Zod to come on and tell us he's looking for Kal-El.
Let's go to the other one.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Don't know why that's doing that.
We're telling us, but Barry's asking a question. He's asking, "How are you, Dale? Workshop looking good, mate. Thanks, mate. We're all right. Today was the first day we managed to get doing some proper scrolling. 18 months. What a disaster that was." Hey,
I don't think it was a disaster. I reckon once you got your swing back in, you were fine.
What a catastrophe. Stuart and Gurley is in.
Hi, Stuart.
Tickle's having a chuckle. Need a beer fridge.
I mean, yeah, definitely could. Definitely would help.
Definitely the beer fridge.
What, like, what are you gonna do? Like, get like a full size, get like a mini beer fridge, or get like a full size fridge filled with it?
I live in Scotland. It's called the outside world, basically.
I mean, yeah. you've got enough space to put a random box.
It's like one of those boxes you used to put outside for the milkman.
Yeah. Do that and just.
Right, I'm happy with that. Just a little bit in the middle there. Now that you can get away with doing by hand, but again, just watch where your fingers are.
Do we need to worry about the police turning up because you're doing something involving weed?
No, mate.
Hey, Woodturning by Barry says, "I hope Scott clean up after he made a mess, Dale." Well, there's a story, but we'll keep that for another night.
It's the first thing I did. It's the first thing I do after any live. Is tidy up.
No, it wasn't. It was you cracked open another can of Inchi cider.
Oh yeah, all right. I did that first, and then I tidied up. Right. So we do need the other chuck. So we'll pop this bit off of here.
This is the blue chuck now, is it?
It's the blue chuck in a minute. Might be once to take the tape off.
Blue. What colour are your eyes, Scott?
Hazel.
Here's a disappointment for you every time you look in the mirror then, right?
That's it. I don't want blue eyes. It reminds me of that Elton John song.
Is an Elton John song involving blue eyes?
Yeah. I forget what it's called. Something about baby's got blue eyes.
I thought he did. I thought he was talking about rocket pinball machines that were blown out by candles. I mean, I seem to remember that.
It is a song just called Blue Eyes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you just Googled that?
He's Googled it.
He
Googled it. You lying git. You lying git.
Yeah, I have. I've never heard of the song anyway.
Right, let's see if that camera's going to behave, because ideally you want to see what we're doing in the middle. That camera's behaving.
Cameras, I mean, right now your camera, any minute now, as I said, General Zod's going to come on, and that means George has to be Kal-El.
All right, hang on. Where's that plug?
Uniform's blue though, George. You're going to have to get used to that.
Oh.
We're going to have to stick with that one.
I see enough blue in my day-to-day life.
Good Lord.
So I'm going to hollow with this like you would a bowl. unfortunately, the camera has decided that it doesn't want to play ball tonight. So we're just going to
glitchy.
We're going to have to see. That's 3 of that, isn't it?
You have 31 gorgeous, beautiful, and amazing human beings watching this show tonight. And then you have me and George.
What I've also got to be mindful of is where the gaps are. I don't want to go too deep in, and then all the petals fly. What we'll be left with is
It's been a while, but you know that's what she said. We've got Wayne of the Big Feeties is in. Yay! And Val. Yay!
Sullen himself in Costa del Italy.
What he is, he's over there with his mafia connections. Is that's what I heard?
Oh yeah, we've got to be careful.
Don
hang on,
curly
be
toenails. You know, Don curly toenails.
It's when he comes back from Italy with his, his
With
violin
his
case.
violin case and his pinstripe suit. You know. Mark's in. Mark Strawson's in. Good evening, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Don't worry about Doug, though. Doug called him Mark Babes. Steady on. Evening, Scott in Shetland, says Mark.
A little bit more. Go a little bit. We can also reduce this down a bit more.
Young Clive from Sneaks Wall Art is in. Says evening all. Hi Dale. Hi young Clive. How's the medallion?
Now that had a sound change there. What happened?
Did sound a wee bit.
It did
Sugarly.
sound a little bit off.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see the flex in them.
Bit sugarly.
But we ain't taking no more of them.
Bit sugarly. Get the man. Oh.
we are going to bring out the middle a little bit.
This is one more cut. You know what happens.
I need some light.
Blinded by the light.
How are we doing on time?
I have no idea. I think
5:09.
According to the time sponsored by Young George, will be exactly 9:05 p.m. Beep.
At the third spoke, the time sponsored by Accurist. Now there's going back.
At the third tea bag.
At the third tea bag dipping in water, the time will be
Does the talking clock
9:06.
even still exist?
I've got grandma's old one.
No, George, you don't remember. You're too young. You used to be able to dial. Was it 123 or something on your
I think
telephone?
you still can.
And it always used to be sponsored by Accurist.
Genius. So it was. In terms of a marketing campaign, that's just absolute genius. We still remember it. That's how much genius it was. Okay, doc. Boys, the boy has a proper question. He says, "Oi, Scott, paint your nails and then tell us about are you going to texture the centre?"
Now I
Might
was
not mention the
thinking.
nails.
I was
It might-
thinking of texture in the centre, but what we
Okay.
have got for the centre, because it's the 80s retro one, is we have some lips and we have some sunglasses.
How does lips make it 80s?
Do you not remember? There used to be like the dancing sunflowers in the 80s.
No,
Oh,
I was too busy programming.
I
didn't come out my room for 4 years. I mean, that's
so I just want to. I don't think I'm going to get the drill down in there.
All the ones I'm googling don't have lips. They just got sunglasses.
Mate, look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. Some of them had saxophones as well.
He's just making this shit up, George. I'm telling you. He's making it next to be telling us that Roland Rat used to wear it in his head.
Roland Rat. Sure.
AJK Woodworks is in.
Hi, Andrew. Whatever happened to Roland Rat?
Mousetrap.
Electric wire.
Somebody's Alexa's off having a
Alexa, stop. I think my one shut off.
It must have been yours.
Yeah.
I mean, Alexa, play Willy Bum Bum song.
No.
Alexa, stop.
I told you we were here for fun, guys. Right now, I know what I didn't do, and I should have done. Is I should have got out the little sanding discs so we can get in there and sand it.
Cat had it for dinner, says Donna. Good shout, Donna.
Rainbow still going.
Rainbow lived on for a bit, and
Rainbow was very
going.
suspect. Rainbow was very suspect. You know.
Donna saying her Alexa was set off too. So was Mark. Anyone else got an Alexa that was set off?
I'm still chuckling here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
No, good thing is.
Happy Saturday, everyone, says Michael McEwen. Sorry, everyone. I really did mean to set off your Alexas, but you know, I didn't really want you to know.
It's made Dale chuckle.
You know.
The good thing is, being a sunflower, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yes, it does. I've seen the. Actually, what was it? So, what advert used to have their sunflowers in it? Kiora, maybe.
No, Kiora was the. Was it Vitalite?
Oh, there we go. Sneak says he had problems with Rasta Mouse. That's what went down. Could see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Rasta Mouse was cool.
I think there was a a remake of that when I was growing up, or like after when I was like 10 or 11 kind of thing.
I know what you're thinking of, George. It wasn't called Rastamouth, but it was, yeah.
It was definitely a Rastamouth ripoff.
Yeah. All right. A little few wispies we're going to get by hand, and then we're going to get
it was called Rastamouth from 2011 to 2015.
Was it now?
By the looks of it. Apparently, yeah.
Do you reckon Liz Truss is going to go to the same place that Roland Rat went to?
Oh. You can hope.
What? Channel 4?
I've heard she was going to Spurs, mate. Someone that's got an empty cabinet.
My word. The good thing is that there's two. I have two advantages here. One, I don't follow English football, and two, I don't follow football, so I have no context for what you've just said.
I don't follow football either.
Right. Okie dokies. That'll do for that. Let's bring over the airbrush.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun. And now we're going to get a yellow and red chunk. So this is just running on a little airbrush compressor. I used to run them all off my big compressor with a regulator on the side here, but it was just made a mess. And we're going to be using Chestnut spirit stains. I am going to put on some gloves. What we're going to do, we're going to spray the whole thing yellow. And then we're going to mix some yellow and red to make some orange. And then we're going to highlight the petals. Is the plan. But before I do that, I am quickly just going to get the pot. Spraying a shower curtain.
Yeah, you realise now that you said what the plan is, if you screw it up, you can't say it was intentional.
Hey, honesty. If it goes wrong, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, but you could have gone like, yeah, I meant to do that, you know?
Nah. Right, okay. So, Chestnut spirit stains. These are a vacuum fed airbrush.
Jiggy says it's just called a tumble if you mess up.
What was that?
It's just Jiggy saying, yeah, if you mess it up, it's just a tumble. Unfortunately, the other camera's not working. It's glitching tonight, so
it's the
best view we've got.
Remember, folks, if you like what Scott's doing and you want to say thank you, why not buy him a coffee? The man lives on the stuff. We have to buy it in by the crate when he comes to visit. It's serious, and I'm not winding up. So buy him a coffee if you're enjoying it, or why not subscribe to the channel if you're not already, or hit that wonderful thumbs up kind of thing, which lets that YouTube algorithm know you like this content and content like it. If you're feeling really generous, go on, leave the man a comment too. The video stops.
Right. Okay. So Chestnut don't make an orange stain.
At least not intentionally.
Nah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do some mixing and work with what we get. And this stuff lasts forever. I brought these Maker Central 2019, and they're still going. Wrong lid. Could have warned me, George.
Wrong lid.
My bad. I would say I wasn't paying attention, but I wasn't. Just didn't think about it.
Right. I'll just put a drop of red in. There we go. That's going to give us our orange, hopefully.
Looks
Finger
like
over the hole.
hamster water bottle. Like the water bottle you put inside of a hamster cage, you know?
Yep. Looks pretty grim now.
But yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend drinking it though.
What do you think I am? A fool?
Do you want me to answer that honestly, or
I think we should do a poll.
what? Is he a fool or not?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I pity the fool.
I just want to highlight the petals. Didn't make enough.
did you not?
No. Never mind.
Hey ho.
Guess what?
You can make some more.
We'll make some more. So if anyone has got any ideas of what they'd like to see me turn, or fun projects we can have a go at,
I'd like to see you turn Stonehenge 360 degrees.
Those that know me know I like doing fun stuff.
That might not be fun.
Maybe a cube.
I did.
Laurie's in.
Hi, Laurie. I did have a request this afternoon for a stick for a bandmaster. You know that thing they wave up and down?
A whip.
So, it's probably got a proper name, but yeah.
Baton. Staff.
I don't know, but my uncle is the.
By the sound of it, I believe it's your baton.
Yeah.
Did you Google that?
I'm googling a lot of things. Google has a lot of information.
Yeah,
Brad's in.
Hi, Brad. Uncle's a bandmaster in charge of the local Salvation Army band, so apparently he's using the same one that he's had for 30 years, and it's a bit beyond it. So I just really want to make the ends of the petal so it blends into the yellow in the middle. Those that have turned elm will know that it's quite a light browny yellowy colour anyway.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
There's a catastrophe, George. I've run out of tea.
I ran out before the live started. It took
I've
me
still
10
got coffee,
minutes
boys.
to drink mine. That's impressive.
It's a catastrophe.
Honestly.
Full of shavings, all right.
No, I keep it out of the way. So just to help that along,
Doug's asking, what's in speculation on the new PM? Well, we expect PM to be like the AM, only a bit later in the day.
I think we're currently in PM right now, so tomorrow I reckon. Well, I don't really think much is happening tomorrow.
No, we don't care about politics. We only care about the afternoon following the morning, and that's all grand. Yes, Donna's showering me with sympathy, seeing the horrors of running out of tea.
So these dry quite quick anyway, especially when they've been used on the airbrush. But I just want to give them a little helping hand.
Teckle saying that we should have Larry the Cat for PM. Being there the longest, which is...
Yeah, but you know what the policies would be like, kind of thing. It would be litter boxes in all street corners.
Litter boxes in all street corners,
You know what I mean?
mandatory
Ban on catnip.
Yeah.
Right. And what we'll do is we will just put some sanding sealer just over the top of that. So this is just actually spirit stains, so we want an acrylic sanding sealer.
All canines to be deported to Dogger Bank, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So there's been a debate, do you have to use acrylic sanding sealer on spirit stains and cellulose and water-based stains?
Aye.
They will say no. However, it stops your colours running. And if you listen to the Wood Jedi himself, he will advise you that's the way to do it. Yeah, if your stains aren't dry fully, then you can expect some run if you use the wrong way around. So I'm just going to help that dry a bit. Now I'm looking at the middle, hoping I cut the decals out small enough.
Out.
No, I've already pre-cut the decals on the Cricket. Did that last night. And while that's doing that, we're just going to give the flower a coat of lacquer, just to give that a little sheen. And for that, we're going to use the Chestnut acrylic gloss lacquer.
Roy's asking what brand is your dildo? I mean your dryer.
It is a cheapy Chinesium, Juzane. I think it was like 13 quid off Amazon or something like that. They're not dear. My only advice with these would be, once you've used it, make sure you use the stand if you're going to rest it down. I don't know if you can see, but this end gets hot and it's already distorted.
I mean,
the last one I had melted on it as well. So just be careful.
How about a proper one for doing all the artwork? I tested it today, in fact, and it actually still worked. I was shocked.
Oh, lovely.
A spider flew out of it, though, when I turned it on. I'm glad I wasn't looking at it.
Oh.
That's the other thing. If you are going to use a hot air, just turn it on away from your work. Don't turn it on pointing at the work, because if it is full of rubbish, guess where it's going?
Or spiders.
again, if you're going to use, Wayne said it 1,000 times, if you're going to use your hot air gun to dry lacquer, make sure it's at a distance. Otherwise, it'll bubble.
Bubble, bubble.
What are we doing on time? Okay.
You are now at 9:26 precisely.
Okay. Right. So the blue pot is still wet. So what we'll do Blue Peter moment. And we'll use the purple pot that I made earlier. Let's just clear this space and then we'll do the construction over here.
Is this the one you were saying that you were sending to Tinky Winky?
What, Tinky Winky's pot?
Yep.
Yeah. But here's one I made earlier. Let's just clear all the rubbish out of the slot.
Jaffa cakes in the corner.
Oh, and
what are you talking about?
He's got hubble, bubble, tumble, and trouble.
Right. So as I said, all I've done on this one that's different to the other one is I've reverse mounted it and I've taken the tenon off. But rather than hold you all up, I'll wait for paint to dry. Got a lovely colour.
That's quite fun, watching paint dry.
I'm really impressed with the colouring on this. Really picking them up. Right. So, let's put this together. As I said, it's a fun, happy flower. These are decals that I've cut out on my cricket. And then I've just put transfer tape on.
Cut them out in the second innings.
What I want is that and that. And my weeding tool. See? So I just want to make sure the vinyl's attached to the transfer tape.
Roy says, Scott did a Blue Peter. I
do want to try and do a video with the cricket. It's just not set up in a place at the moment where I can really get a decent camera angle in. There we go. Sunnies are on. Give that a good rub down. Keep it clean.
What? It's your demons that are making you. It's your demons, not mine. I said nothing. Nothing.
There we go. It's got some cool shades on there. What lips are we going to go for?
The kind that require 8 gallons of Botox and filler.
These ones, then.
And make the owner look like they've got an inflated duck's ass in their face.
However, with this new COVID jab, apparently if you've had any sort of filler in your face, it can cause reactions with the new COVID jab.
Don't get the new COVID jab. Might be an option then if you've got face full of polyfiller.
I feel like that's the wrong kind of thing we're saying here. I think it's supposed to be where we don't get all the face filler, not don't get the COVID jab.
It's a bit late now, you know. If the person has it,
late,
you know, like, I mean, if it's an option, it's a case that they should seek medical advice.
There's definitely someone though who's gonna go out there and be like, go and get filler just so they haven't got to.
What happens, Scott? Does the fella kind of, you know, bioluminesce or something? Is that what happens?
It was as I stood there waiting for my jab yesterday, I was given a list and I had to say no to all of them.
Roy's saying that, Scott, you've had a lip job?
Otherwise, you can't have it.
Apparently people can receive swelling.
Nah.
It can receive swelling.
Yeah, it can just localized areas can swell, and it can trigger.
Okay, so they can
an immune
receive
system thing.
swelling as an action toward.
I don't know. That's just what the article says.
Oh, okay. It's on Google, right?
Yeah, from doctors.
Teabag Google removals.
Yeah.
Google information removals.
Gotta try that next time he's up. We'll just take his phone off him for a day, see what happens.
I reckon I could survive a day without technology. You know.
I love the way you said that. I reckon I could.
Well, I mean, I've never tried it.
Do you reckon there's like a AA Anonymous type thing for people with
tech addiction?
Tech addiction.
Standing in a coffee shop yesterday, and everybody round about us, who we should actually be looking at each other, was looking at their phone.
So we went out for this family meal for my uncle's birthday tonight. There was 11 of us. I was guilty. Rather than talk to each other, and we haven't seen some people since my nan's passing in March. We're all sitting out in the restaurant on our phones.
Yep.
Or watching the guy run around the running track out the outside.
Sandwich on the side of the table I was.
There we go. So now, this is where the bit comes. This is where I mess it all up. I need to drill somehow an 8mm hole in the back of this because I've used an 8mm dowel. I don't know how much space I've left me. I might be alright.
Surely you only need a little bit of space and you can just like glue it in.
Can't see what you're doing, mate.
Sorry, I'm using my belly as a rest.
You watch that rest of yours. You know, it's not a tumble. It'll be a piercing again.
Oh.
So, I've just put an indent in the top there.
Oh.
8mm dowel that I've sprayed green already. We will find some CA glue.
Find some CA glue.
Oh, you put the activator there. So this is the new 038 that's out on the market. Woodwork Supplies very kindly gave me a box to try at Makers. Love it.
Just super glue.
I did have a not shadow foam, a Star Bond affiliation. I love it that much. I no longer have a Star Bond affiliation.
Good man.
What did
Be faithful to one adhesive. I like super glue, so I can stick myself to you.
Don't let your kids use your super glue because when they bring it back, it's awful.
I reckon this
how
is
to use it, not how to put it back. Thank you very much. This is negligence on your part.
Excuse me, George. That doesn't wash. You've got Google. You could have checked out how to do it. Just a lack of care.
True.
A total lack of care and innovation.
Yeah.
Adam says, "Faithful until it runs out."
No. It is also a local company. So it is produced in my hometown, which is about 20 minutes down the road from here. So,
Rise the boy says that flower's got a good likeness, Scott.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
We've got to get you a pair of those sunglasses and those lips.
What we've got here, these are some leaves that I scroll sawed out earlier on. They're 2 layers. So I've used 2 different colours just so you can see the veins. And then these just CA down the bottom.
I reckon you could
Adam
use
reckons he has the same box from Makers.
They were giving out quite a few at Makers because it's a new product.
A box of shreddies next to the camera in the bottom right corner.
We're here.
Yeah.
No.
The Jaffa cakes. Oh.
I did say Jaffa cakes in the bottom.
Perversion. He's having. Look at this. These are not proper. Oh, there we go. That's all right.
There we go. See.
That's okay.
From a previous shadow foam video.
Dear Lord.
All right.
George, go out and eat those cherry Jaffa cakes immediately.
They're grim.
You know, no, for the benefit of the people. For the
just for the greater good kind of thing. Consume them.
There we go.
That's pretty cool.
Fun little project.
You need to make a dozen of them now with different expressions.
Oh, 100%. And just hide them places.
Yep.
I got the idea. Hobbycraft. I am going to do some more. These have actually got a peg in the middle, so you can use them as a note holder. But I thought, do you know what? It's Saturday night. It's something fun, and it's not just a bowl. Let's bring the boys back on. Where are they? There they all are. They've been looking after you. Thank you, everyone that's come in and joined us this evening. In actual fact, this flower is going to go somewhere on Wednesday. I think it's going to cheer someone up. They know who they are because I'm seeing them Wednesday. But yeah, it's going to go and cheer. It's going to go and cheer someone up. So yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to hit the button. What have we got tomorrow? Wayne will have his premiere at 10:30. Jamie will have one at 11 o'clock. Not sure if Caitlin's still putting one out on a Sunday. Steve SK will be live at lunchtime. Thank you to everyone and to Steve and the team that put on the Makers Auction last night. Last time I checked the GoFundMe before I come live, I think it's about 3,600 quid's been raised by everyone for Dementia UK. So well done. Excellent course. And on that note, I shall see you Thursday night for something spectacular.
You've been planning out all this, but you've been the whole video. You've been thinking that the smugness in your face when you delivered that. It's like, it's like way up.